The Hot Chef Saga is the perfect example of why it's embarrassing to have a boyfriend. Remember that Vogue UK article that came out last year? The Hot Chef Saga is a real life story that was being told in real time by this creator. You may have seen her viral video on here just a couple weeks ago talking about her love story. This creator is an accomplished woman in her early 30s. She's a PhD candidate. She's an author. She's a sex educator or sex therapist or both, I think. Last summer, she went to Paris to write a book. While she was there, she ended up meeting this person. She dubbed him Hot Chef. Basically, love at first sight. They got together. She chronicled their love story and has been chronicling it since essentially day one. Posting thread in bed next to him saying, "I can't believe I found the man of my dreams," that kind of thing. So then two main things happened, which I think are important. Number one, she did a face reveal. Now, I'm not saying this to be shady. I'm saying this as an objective fact. This person was not hot. Hotness is objective. Attractiveness is subjective. Don't necessarily find Channing Tatum or Charles Melton or Aaron Pierre attractive, but they're objectively hot. This person who she dubbed Hot Chef was objectively not hot. And I think that that's an important detail of the story. The second thing that happened was that she started posting in a way that really started to take over her brand. So it became a brand less about her Palestine advocacy, less about her sex education, less about her sort of badass womanness, and more about Hot Chef. Now, I don't know if that was genuinely motivated out of her love for this man and how head over heels and in a honeymoon phase she was, or if it was more financially motivated because she saw that the engagement was way higher on all things Hot Chef. We'll never know. But to me, it is important to note that she did do a really hard lean in to the Hot Chef content. That was a turning point, I think, for a lot of her following that had been there for the Palestine advocacy and the sex education and sex positivity, because it was very male-centered. But unlike Danielle Walter, for instance, or MJ Gray, she started to position herself as an authority on relationships because she was in this whirlwind romance that seemed to be going so well. If you look at her page here, you'll see a couple weeks ago, she was posting videos, all of the haters who said we wouldn't get here, we've been together 9 months. Well, they broke up because apparently he cheated. Now, I am not delighting in this woman's pain. I am not celebrating the fact that they've broken up. I feel bad that she is suffering heartbreak. She has, it seems, monetized her pain to a degree because she has her breakup story behind a paywall on her, I guess, Substack. A lot of people find pretty icky. People on the flip side are saying, hey, it's her pain off of which to profit. But to me, what it really highlights is, again, this idea that having a boyfriend in 2026 is extremely embarrassing. It was embarrassing for her to be posting about Hot Chef in the first place. It was embarrassing when it was revealed that he wasn't hot. It was embarrassing as she continued to incorporate this man into her brand and fold him into her online presence. I'm not saying that she is embarrassing. I'm not shaming her. I'm saying that participating in this boyfriend industrial complex at this time in history is in itself embarrassing because men are embarrassing. That man embarrassed her. And we all knew that he was going to do that because he's a man. Most of us who have been in serious relationships have been deeply and irrevocably disappointed by a man. That is why so many of us have chosen to divest, either through being single or getting divorced or celibacy or dating women or being queer or being in a matriarchal relationship. There's a new brand of pick-meism. She became a pick-me to other women to insist that your man is the exception to the rule, that your man is special, that your man is exempt from the disappointment that the rest of us have experienced somehow. If we stopped looking at relationships as this contest for longevity and started thinking of them more as like data collection or an experiment to see how long it can last, maybe we wouldn't be cornering ourselves so much. I also think the fact that he's not objectively hot is important, because by billing him as hot chef and hyping him up, she gave him so much currency. I will never understand the need or the impulse to inflate a man's ego, because if anything, any man's ego needs to be deflated. There's a video like from less than 2 weeks ago where she's saying, if you're telling a man what you need or want and he's not giving it to you, it's because he either isn't capable or isn't willing. She posted that video when they were still together. 2 days ago, after they had broken up, she posted a video where she said, if a good woman is telling you that she wants to go to therapy and help you heal your traumas and your wounds so that you can be together, listen to her and go. That is the perfect side by side of what is embarrassing right now about having a boyfriend. I am not saying that he cheated on her or betrayed her because she thought he was a good person. But they were together for 9 months. 9 months is not enough to know that a person is a good person. The reality is there's no amount of time that will allow you to be certain that someone is not going to betray you, because people change. You can never fully know a person. I think if we can reframe the way that we see dating, like I said, as data collection, as an experiment to see how long it can go, as opposed to this goal-oriented mindset. I am a person who dated for marriage and it worked. I got married and then it didn't work and I got divorced. I thought that I had found one of the good ones, and I had found one of the good ones for as long as he could be good. And then he wasn't good anymore. And then I left. And that's what relationships with men are. They're good until they're not. Go into them understanding that there will be an expiration date. We can make healthier decisions for ourselves. And you know what? If this whole thing turns out to be just a grift, then good for her. Good for her.